Ah, hi there and welcome to SGW Knives, another show of a knife I've just got finished. So if you're one of my regular viewers, welcome, and if you found your way here from Trade Me, welcome, welcome. So this is a knife I've just putting up, I've just finished, which is a 7-inch bladed, left-hand biased chef's knife. Now, anybody who watches any of these will know the leather work I do always to the same standard. I use highest quality veg tanned hide, hand dyed, stitched and fully finished all by myself, as I do everything in house. The knife, which fits quite snugly into each sheath. The sheaths are made for each particular knife. Now this particular model, as I say, has a 7-inch blade, 3mm O1 high carbon tool steel. I've applied a taper to the tang, so it goes from the 3mm to approximately just over 2mm at the butt. I can only obviously go so far because it's reliant on then to balance the weight of the knife, and the balance on this knife is literally just touching the front of the handle, which is apparently right where it should be, I believe. However, what makes this a left-handed knife is when I've applied the what we'll call the distal taper to the blade, I've actually only applied it on the left hand side. So the actual taper, rather than being a double taper to the point, I've applied it on the one side and then applied the bevels and the secondary bevel. What that does is it actually gives you a flatter side on the left hand side, and therefore a more pronounced chisel side, if you want, for want of a better word, to push materials away. So that's actually designed for a left-handed use, if that makes sense. The handle scales are stabilised Horo Eka or Lancewood, again collected and seasoned, stabilised all in-house. Red G10 liners. G10 is a heat-treated polymer type resin, I believe, virtually impervious to anything, and have 2 brass pins, and the centre is a mosaic pin. Not one of my own, unfortunately. I used this just before I actually started doing my own mosaic pins. In future there will be. As far as edge goes, I do all my own heat treating. My heat treatment process takes around 7 hours to get full heat treatment, which is the only way to get the best out of O1 tool steel. And what have we got here? Some finished paper I can find. And obviously, I mean, I know paper tests don't really mean anything when you're sliding things off. However, a push cut, quite a good way of checking, as is a curved cut. Oh. And 3. So, another good way, if you're actually testing a knife, is to see whether, if you get a piece of paper, especially thin, it needs to be thin or newspaper, and just bend it so you've got that bit of a curve there, and see if it will actually just hear that, and if it catches and goes through without tearing the paper. So there we are. Oh, that was reasonably interesting. Oh, all the way around. Fits into the case. And boom. There we are. Thank you for watching, and hopefully my editing's better than it normally is. I'm having to do this on my phone. Like I said the other day, my video camera absolutely crapped out, so I'll do the best I can with this, and with that, catch you on the flip side.